Are you familiar with temptation? This was interesting. This was recently in a discipleship journal. A survey that was done by Discipline Journal it asked its readers to rank the areas of discipline that are temptation that they were most familiar with and that gave them the most problems. Let's do this. I'm going to give them to you in the area of from 10 to 1. If you're used to that, if that's one of your things, just raise your hand. That way we get true confession. They rated the spiritual challenges that people are facing, and they said lying was number 10. Good. Everybody tells the truth here. Gluttony was number 9.
Gluttony exactly?
Pardon?
What's gluttony exactly?
Just eating overabundance unnecessarily.
Of just food or anything?
Yes. Okay. Envy, jealousy. Okay. You don't have to, now there's a tie from some of these. You don't have to raise your hand on this one. Sexual lust. The other one was anger and bitterness. Tie on those rascals. Yeah. Here's one, laziness. Laziness number 4. You believe that? Come on, you get it up there. Self-centeredness was number 3. Whoa. Pride was number 2. And guess what was number 1 was? Okay, since you don't know. It's materialism. Isn't amazing? Materialism. If you take these and place them in another environment or another society, they wouldn't be in this area. Survey respondents noted temptations were more potent when they had neglected their time with God. That's 81%. Said that they were more apt to these temptations when they were left, they didn't have their time with God. And when they were physically tired, 57% said they were more susceptible. 57%. Avoiding compromise situations, 76% said that they were vulnerable. And alleviating Bible studies, 66% were vulnerable. And being accountable to someone, 52%. If they weren't accountable to someone, 52% of them fell in more difficulties of temptation. What so happens often in our lives is that we're not prepared for what comes. For what comes, so often we're not prepared. This is what the NFL has found out, that individuals who get a contract, get a signing bonus, and they get their first year in the NFL, so often they're not prepared. So they do an introductory of the difficulties that you'll face. What happens is most of us are not capable of handling either great wealth or great time allotments. Great wealth or time allotments. A lot of us are not capable of handling fame. One of the tribes in South Seas have a rite that they call walkabout. When one of their teenagers is coming into maturity and they take him out away from the tribe and they send him out into a period of time of 6 weeks to do on his own, to survive on his own without any food, water, or any provisions. He has to do it all on his own. Wouldn't that be cool? I'm just thinking about some of the things that we would put our kids in environments of having survived. I think we kind of do that. It's called school. How do you survive under the different difficulties that you come and face on a daily basis of temptation, peer pressure, all the things that are placed on us as a people that other people, I wouldn't want to go through what you go through on schools now, because what we had then and what you have now is so different. I want to look at Matthew, the 4th chapter. We pick up in the life of Jesus here in the 4th chapter, where Jesus has had a great occasion. He has had a very awesome experience. He has come down to the Jordan where John the Baptist is baptizing, and as John is baptizing, Jesus comes up and he says, I need to be baptized of you. And John says, oh no, I'm not even worthy to unlatch your shoe strap, man. I need to be baptized of you. And Jesus says, to be able to fulfill all the prophecies, you need to baptize me. He's baptized, and when he's baptized, he hears from Father. Now, I don't know when he had heard from Father last. I don't know if he had heard from Father like this at all these 30 years that he had lived on this earth. We don't know that. But at this point, Father says, this is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased. This is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased. When's the last time someone told you that they were well pleased with you? They are excited about you. They liked what you do. They like what you did. That you have really gained a valuable spot in their life, and they acknowledge that. What happens so often is when this comes to us as a people, we're not able to handle it very well, because temptation often comes at one of the highest times of our lives, or our jobs, or our relationship, whatever that might be. Temptation comes when we've hit the pinnacle. Let's look at this for a moment. Then Jesus, the first verse, and Jesus was led up by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. This is intentional. He was led by the Spirit. Something that the Spirit had intended for him to do was going to be fulfilled for him to be tempted by the devil. And after he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he then became hungry. It didn't say he was hungry for the 40 days and 40 nights. After the 40 days and 40 nights, he became hungry. And the tempter came and said to him, if you are the Son of God, command these stones to become bread.